What's going on, people? It's Motivation Mindset 100. Today we're going to be talking about Dakota Ditcheva. She's an MMA superstar and she's up and coming. She's currently the PFL Champion and hopefully we get to see her in the UFC.
Dana White privilege.
She seems sweet and innocent, but don't let her demeanor fool you. This girl is an absolute savage.
When is Dakota Ditcheva going to the UFC?
I think people now, with me beating Tyler Santos, they want to see like what else I'm capable of, so it's got to be something more. Fighting for the UFC title, you know, things like that. If I'd had a 5-round war with Santos, there would have been a few more people in there that would have been more of a match, but I walked through it. I'm going to be the face of female MMA. The belt's amazing, but for me, I want to fight. I've always been that type of person that's in the gym all the time, so for me that's why I've always got better and better, because I live in here. I loved fighting 4 times last year. The year before that I fought 3 times. The year before that I fought 4 times, so I've always been a really active fighter.
So Dakota just won a tournament and won $1 million, but she still seems more motivated than ever, and it's clear that she wants to head to the UFC next. Her PFL contract ends in 2026, so hopefully we will see her there then. Now Big John McCarthy is going to give his opinion on Dakota Ditcheva. If you didn't know who he is one of the most well-known referees in the sport of MMA. He's used frequently in the UFC on big events.
Dakota Ditcheva, man, she proved me absolutely wrong. She's fire. Everything with people saying, oh, you know, take her to the ground. They can't keep her down. She gets up. Yeah. She knows what she's doing, you know, and I've seen her take shots. She doesn't back down. She is absolutely someone that people are going to be watching for a long time. I look at her performances. I'm like, God damn, when she fought Santos in the PFL Championships, she just annihilated her. This is a fighter that many people thought beat, you know, Shevchenko. And I'll tell you what, right now, I'm not too sure that Shevchenko is the best 125er there is. Hey, man, she goes after people. She is nasty. That girl she is good. She's mean. She's nasty. Absolutely look unbelievable. She doesn't get decisions. She's knocking people out. She is making them quit. She is the breakout fighter. She's going to be around for a long time.
So at first, Big John McCarthy was doubting Dakota Ditcheva's ability, but after she destroyed Santos to win the tournament, it seems like he's on the Dakota hype train. He even said he's not sure if Shevchenko is the #1 flyweight right now, basically saying that Dakota Ditcheva is going to beat her. The move to the UFC is the one thing everyone is waiting for right now, and in a recent interview with Dakota herself, they asked her who she wants for her next opponent, and she answers no other than the #1 UFC flyweight.
If you could fight any female right now, who would you want to go with?
It's the best fighter in my weight, and that is Valentina Shevchenko right now. I want to be at the top. You know, I'm still 26. She's been around for a long time. That last fight against Tyler Santos was meant to be my biggest test, you know, ex-UFC. People thought she won the title when she fought Shevchenko. You know, she got a bad decision, and I just kind of stopped her in 2 rounds. She's never been stopped before. So for me, if that's the biggest challenge they've got, then I need something more after that. Having seen, you know, how well I did through the tournament, it's given me a lot of confidence. I just want to get back in the gym and keep training hard. My ambitions are just to be #1, to be the best in the world. So if that means fighting other people from a different organisation, then I'll do that. Fire's already there, you know. I don't need any extra motivation to get in there and try and kill someone, for sure. And that's just like the person that I am. When I get in there, it's kill or be killed for me. So I did it. I won the title, but that's not my only goal. So for me, I've still got loads more to achieve.
As Dakota dominates all competition and her popularity continues to grow, she's now being compared to Ronda Rousey, but there is a big difference. She actually knows how to throw a punch. Sorry, Ronda. Ronda Rousey was good back in her day, but women's MMA has evolved, and Dakota Ditcheva is the next generation of fighter.
Dakota Ditcheva has been talked about in the same breath as Ronda Rousey. Do you see in her the potential to be that big?
She has the potential to be a superstar. Ronda was the pioneer. Ronda was the one that broke the barrier and got women into the UFC. And unfortunately, that's a milestone that can never be reached again, even for someone with the star caliber of Dakota Ditcheva. You can make the the argument that it's going to be harder for Dakota to reach those heights of celebrity, but she absolutely is capable of it. First of all, because of how incredible she is as a fighter, but also she understands the media game, right? She knows exactly when to switch off that savage and become the sweetheart again. She's got the look, she's got the charisma, and when you have that, plus the ability to knock women out like she does, the sky's the limit.
You could be the face of women's MMA. You're on that path. It's there.
Just scare me a little bit, you know, that people are putting all this this faith in me. Although I know I'm going to do that anyway. I'm going to be the face of female MMA. I know that's one of my goals, you know, to inspire and things like that. And I want to be the best, but it can be daunting at times that I've kind of got all this kind of media and stuff like that on me. But, you know, it's all coming at the right time.
Dakota is only 26 and she's already PFL World Champion. She's undefeated, dominant, and she's making it look easy. Most fighters take years, losses and setbacks to reach the top, but Dakota, she's done it clean. And there's only one thing left, the UFC. When she makes that move, the women's division are in serious danger because she ain't just another prospect, she's a problem. And her run did not come out of nowhere. Dakota's mum, Lisa Howarth, was a Muay Thai world champion back when women's MMA was dead, before the lights, before the big paydays, before the platforms. She was a true pioneer, and now she passed that mindset on. From a young age, Dakota was raised in the fight game, trained by someone who lived it. The technique, the discipline, the mentality, this wasn't just talent, it was built from day one. And it's not just hype, it's heritage, it's legacy. And now that little girl is a killer, and the whole world is starting to find out.
My mum never did MMA, but just martial arts in general for females has grown so much, you know. Back when she was fighting, she fought at like different weight categories just to get the female fights, and it was really difficult for her. You know, she didn't get many opponents and stuff, and now to see me kind of in a tournament full of girls and now fighting for the UFC title, you know, things like that is amazing.
I just look back and think, gosh, if I had the knowledge back then what I have now as a coach, I'd be something else as a fighter.
People speak so highly of her, and for me to carry in them footsteps and do the same thing would make me proud.
It has nothing to do with men beating each other up. It has nothing to do with brutishness. It has to do with high-level problem solving with dire physical consequences. But the early days were interesting because, like, you know, there was a lot of people disparaging women fighting, including Dana White.
When are we going to see women in the UFC, man?
Never.
Never? Never.
What if I told you can make loads of money though, Dana?
Women have proved here that they are equal. They have proven themselves, and people love the women's fights. These women become big stars.
We all know Dana loves money, and this woman is making more noise right now than anyone else in women's mixed martial arts. There's rumors around that the UFC are already in talks with Dakota's team. They're all just waiting for her PFL contract to end in 2026. So hopefully we get to see her conquer the UFC next. Okay, that's enough of my opinion. So head to the comments and let me know yours. Smash the like button if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.